Nanu, Nanu, my friends. Welcome to the Royal Gypsy Hood. My name is Rafa Mama. Coming to you live, center stage. Oh, I guess this deck it is. I wasn't sure which one I had put into that little satchel. Is that what you call it? A satchel? So, happy Taurus full moon to you. I am incredibly excited. I had the blessed opportunity to do a meditation and ritual with a friend last night. We created our own sigils, and man, it is really etched in me. My understanding is that, you're supposed to forget about that one. Once you put it out into the air, you've created it, you've burned it, you've released it to the universe. You're supposed to forget about it, right? And never use the same one again. But this one is so etched into me, and the results that it produced. I don't even want to speak on it quite yet because it's so potent and powerful and just like, whoa, like what the fuck? Like, it is so shocking, just like I was actually expecting. And yet, because Uranus is conjunct, the moon, and the Jupiter card had come up about, the turn of the luck, and I was just expecting it to pour down. And what happened? I mean, like, literally, we wrapped it up around 2:30 in the a.m. and by 11:30 this morning, I got an email with the prospect of an unforeseen, something that I forgot I even had out there. I forgot that I even had it on the internet. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Bam! And it was so powerful when I lit that sigil too and put it in the metal pot to burn. The flame lasted for like ever. Like, usually paper burns and sizzles pretty quickly, but this one just flamed and kept going up the side and out, kind of like it wanted to pour out of the side of the pot. And even though the flame was that strong, when it stopped burning, there was still a piece of paper at the bottom that hadn't burned yet. And so I finished it off and lit that up. And to see that level of a manifestation that I know that I have the power to procreate, to co-create, especially being a Taurus moon. So happy lunar return to all of my Taurus moon people out there. I am extremely excited. I am extremely grateful. What I meditated and pictured in my mind was just like, what you would envision Venus to, if you were to visit the planet Venus and the folklore, the stories, everything that we imagine Venus to be, and what would we see if she manifested all around us? If Venus just dripped from your fingertips and, from your doorways, what would that look like for you? Is the question. It's important that you give pictures to the words, because sight gives you feeling. When you see something, you feel it too. I don't know, maybe it's just me. When you hear something, you feel it. And So it goes the opposite way. When you feel something, you see it manifest around you. When you feel something, you hear it repeat over and over. So what is it? What is it that you are seeing and feeling and hearing? And are they in alignment with one another? Is there synergy between all of those elements? The mind, the heart, the emotion. The nervous system brings it to life, baby. Uranus will shut things on and off at your will if you know how to master that energy. And so here we go. I am going to do this full moon reading, even though it is not at its peak right now, but it is still in the sign of Taurus. And so, Spirit, I just thank you for a word, a message, a vision for the collective. We have the King of Swords. We have the Star in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Seven of Wands underneath the King. We have the Seven of Cups underneath the Star. We have the Six of Cups underneath the Nine of Wands. And so what this is clearly saying to me is that the things that we have been manifesting have been diluted. The dream that we seek, the goal, the objective, the light, the star, the glitter, the glam, it has been diluted by too many options all around us. And I'm going to say we refuse to move forward because we're holding on too strongly under the guise of principle to past sentiments, feelings, emotions, and thoughts even, that really mostly divided us and kept us from that pursuit, from the reaching the grasp of that pursuit, from the manifestation of that desire, to leave us feeling this way, burdened, like we're moving forward alone. I want to pull an I am card. I don't have all 100 here right now, but I have just enough. I am light. I want to be in the light, like you are in the light. I want to shine like the stars in the heavens. I am you in reverse. This did come up in the weekly readings. If you have not checked out your sun, moon, and rising videos for this week and for this Taurus full moon, please do that. The thing is, Uranus is all about individuality, right? I am sensitive. All right, last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull the Oracle card. I am sensitive in reverse. The Gentle Gardener. This suggests that you're not growing, that you're not tending to your own garden. That you might be helping to nurture someone else's garden, that you might be caught up in a collective type of mentality, and yet you are forsaking yourself. And so we have to have a new change of perspective of the mind of what it is that we are, that we should be standing up for, what we should be purposed in, and that is simply to shine. Simply to shine. Okay? But what we've been standing, the ground that we've been standing on has been very south node in Aquarius, okay? And the south node is in Aquarius, the collective, the sentiments, the past, the family, the sentiments. I am sensitive. Sometimes we're called to be sensitive, and sometimes we're called to be objective. Okay? We have to have a good balance of both. The Dragon's Lair. This is Scorpio season that we're in now, folks. And, you know, there are some things during this time that we are supposed to watch out for. This is the season where we are, you know, where we see things of the past and where we are given the opportunity to transmute, like the Phoenix rising, those past energies that we've experienced before. And you're thinking, why the fuck am I seeing this again? Why am I feeling the same feeling? Even if it looks different, it's something that triggers that same feeling. Pay attention, my friends, to the pitfalls and to the red flags that come up in the next 2 weeks. Field of Dreams. I mean, this one is pretty much the same as the Gentle Gardener. So keep in mind, during this time, we are tilling the soil. We're uprooting all of we've already harvested, okay? And now we're preparing the soil for the next go round. And there are some things that we are going to do in the darkness of the unknown as we are continuously evolving, right? We should be continuously facing unknown things, you know? Aquarius is the card of knowing all things, you know? And yet it's in reverse. And so, you know, there's still a knowing in the not knowing. Deep down inside, there's still that knowing. And that's where we are. Enrich the soil. This is the message. I want to see, be sensitive to yourself. Be sensitive to anything that triggers you to stand your ground. Make sure that you don't get pulled deep down into past timelines, because this is not the time to repeat. Once we come out of this Scorpio season, we are doing some deep, dark, down in the cellar type of work. And when the moon, or when the sun reaches Sagittarius, and also as you know, Scorpio is in the Jupiter in Scorpio is in the last decan, and it hops into Sagittarius, that is when we see ultimate growth and ascension. I am so excited to be a part of this time. And I guess that's all for today, folks. Until next time, stay crystalled up. Look at this beauty. These are the stones that I picked for the ritual yesterday. And the way that they come to you so instinctively and intuitively is just phenomenal. And the power. This is my extra thumb right here. My Peruvian black Inca jade, the bloodstone, of course. I had to throw some heart in there. Did I show this one already? And the pyrite. We can't neglect the red. I feel good. Am I the only one? Is everyone else going through the upheaval? Because I promise you, you don't have to. Tend to your own dream. Stop this codependent type of behavior that we've been so used to, attaching ourselves to other people's dreams and neglecting our very own cup. Pay attention to these pitfalls. Your own south node, personal poisons type of, you know, rabbit hole, rat race, hamster wheel that you keep hopping on. And tend to your garden. Tend to your field, your dream, tend to your garden. That means this is more of the vision. And this is more of the nurturing. I want to be in the light. With that being said, Nanu, my friends, happy transmutations to you and happy manifestations with this amazing, amazing transit as the Taurus moon is conjunct Uranus. And there's just so much more to speak on within the whole chart, but this isn't for that. And I think I've spoken on it between different readings and stuff too. But make sure you watch your sun, moon, and your rising vids. On that note, until next time, Nanu, Nanu, and peace be unto you. Thank you for joining.